How to drive traffic and sales to your Shopify store with influencer marketing. This is Brett Owens with Afluencer, and we're going to explore these techniques today. First step to drive traffic to our Shopify stores, we've got to know our audience, our target market. What does our ideal customer look like? I've got a couple stories from different conversations with Shopify store owners at various stages of their Shopify store life. Depends where we are at in terms of our store's maturity as to whether or not it makes sense for us to explore influencer marketing. So if we've got our store up, we've got our product shipping, but we're not yet selling through our regular website at all, and we're just looking to get traffic going, I would actually suggest that we're not quite ready for influencer marketing yet. What we want to do is put the site through the paces. We want to get the traffic there. We want to get some sales through so that once we start to scale that with influencers, we've got the ability to do that and we're not trying to sort of debug or figure out multiple issues at one time, right? And that's part of being a business owner is we have things that we're always looking to tweak, we're always looking to make better. The key is to really focus on one thing at a time. So if we're going to introduce influencer marketing, we want that to be the thing that we're going to focus on. So if our store is not yet getting sales, I would actually say, let's punt influencer marketing down a couple months until we are starting to generate sales. So first things first, how do we generate sales? Well, we've got to know our ideal customer and we've got to figure out some way to get in front of them. Now, of course, influencers can help us out with that. And that's where a conversation I had with a store owner who was a little farther along comes into play. She had installed our app, uninstalled it, and then revisited once they had revamped their homepage, kind of done the steps that we had just gone through in terms of getting the site ready, getting a minimally viable product out there, getting a few customers in the door. And that's when she asked me to take a look at her website, video sales letter, asked for my general feedback. And I said, hey, it looks good. And by the way, now that you've got things kind of working, we actually don't want to go too crazy in terms of optimizing the website. That's kind of a beginner's common mistake, so to speak, where we want to get everything perfect on the landing page. And you'll find as you get out there, as you go into business, it doesn't matter that much, the specifics of your landing page. You don't need every little bit optimized. So if we look at Amazon's site is ugly. Nobody ever talks about this, but it's been ugly. It has always been ugly. And this is just the type of thing where, hey, whatever, you're going to Amazon, the thing only needs to be so good. You're going there knowing that you're going to buy something. You're on a hunt mission, right? We're looking for something specific. That's how we want visitors to visit your website. So we want them to come and already be predetermined, predisposed toward buying from you. And that is where influencers come in. So if we can get your product, and this works especially well with a physical product, in the hands of an influencer, and if we can get them to record a post, or better yet, a video or a reel of them actually using your product in action, that way by the time their follower sees their post or their video and they end up on your website, they are going through, it's already a Shopify store, I know it already looks great. What we want to do is get you some visitors who are mentally predisposed to buying from you, right? They are ready to go, and they're ready to go because they learn about your product from an influencer. Now, another advantage of working with our new partner here is that we've got the UGC Holy Grail, right? The user-generated content, where we've got a partner who is producing content for us, and we can work things out with our influencer partner also called creators for a reason, right? They're creating all this good content, say, hey, we would love to repurpose your content. We'd love to be able to point to it from our website. What would it take for this collab or this campaign that we're doing together in order for us to be able to repurpose the content? So you see what we're doing here, right? We're taking shortcuts and we're actually making our life easier by working with influencers because we're not having to grind for weeks and months optimizing our website. We're not even having to create our own content. What we're doing is we're outsourcing that, not only the traffic generation, but the excitement around that traffic, the willingness to want to buy, the willingness to engage in and help us out in sales, and then also the content and the thing that us as business owners kind of scratch our heads about, and we say, well, where's all this content going to come from? And I'm not really a content person. No problem. That's why we go with the creators. That's why we go with the influencers, so that they can generate the content for us. Let's talk about budget, and let's talk about our goals for the influencer campaign. So we don't have to go in with $1 million. We don't even have to go in with $100,000 or even $10,000. But I do think it's helpful if we can set aside, say, $500 to $1,000 for a total campaign. What we're going to do is specifically target nano and micro influencers. So these are folks who are laser focused on their interests, whether it's beauty, travel, fashion, skincare, sports, health, wellness, you name it. They are producing content all day in their specific vertical, which happens to overlap with the product that you are promoting. So we want that overlap here. What we're going to do is look for a few micro influencers to be able to partner with. So we can set aside a budget of, say, $50 to $100, and then we can find 5 or 10 micro influencers to work with every month. What we'll have them do is produce a post, or better yet, a video or a reel for us to help bring our product to life. Those that do a great job for us and we're seeing those sales come in, we'll gladly look to re-engage with them, to work with them in another couple of months. If it doesn't quite work out, or the campaign isn't ideal, then we of course pay them, we thank them, and we say we'll stay in touch, right? The goal here is to gradually build our partner team using the very best partners that we can find out there. Now, the nice thing about influencer marketing is it's one of the only ways in online advertising that we can get an outsized return, or ROI, or an asymmetric type of return opportunity. If I go to Google AdWords, I'm going to put $1 in. I'll be lucky to get $1.01 back. I'm probably only going to get 50 or 25 cents back in terms of sales, but I'm playing the game so that I can kind of grow my business. Same with Facebook and Instagram ads, right? If I stay on the ad side, I'm going to invest money and I'm going to get less back, but I'm trying to just get the flywheel going. Nice thing about influencer marketing is I could put $1 in and get $5 or $10 back in return. I just don't know necessarily upfront which people I need to partner with. So that's why we're going to kind of test our campaigns here. Now, of course, our goals for these campaigns are sales, and that's what we want to share with our influencer partners. Say, hey, we're doing one collab here, but our goal is to just generate some sales. If we can do that, we can work again with you in the future, and we'd love to kind of do a recurring partnership. So help us sell, help us help you, right? So these determine the goals for our partnerships. Now, of course, the best influencers are going to be those that sell for us, and that's going to be our ultimate sort of determination of success. We'll be able to track the sales if we have some sort of affiliate tracking software installed. Now, there are lots of great apps in the Shopify App Store. Reversion, it's a company called Lead Dino that I founded in 2012 that does a nice job with the affiliate tracking. GoAffPro is another company. There's a bunch of them in the Shopify App Store from free to paid. What these apps are going to do is get you a tracking link that you can then give to the influencer, and they can share that on their social media channels. We'll also get you a discount code that you can share with the influencer, so they can say, hey, use code Brett. That'll get you 5% off. What that is, it's a means to track. Now, do all influencers and their followers use all these codes? No, of course not, but it's a way to get us a proxy of sales, so we can see, hey, these people are generating nice amounts of sales for us. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find some influencer partners. We're gonna get them some links. We're gonna get them some codes, and we're gonna have them produce content and say, hey, we'd love to work with you again. So again, this is the type of thing that we can get going for as little as $500 or $1,000 a month. Easiest way to do it is actually with an app like ours, Afluencer, because you can install it to your Shopify store, get the introductions to influencers in your specific interest. And again, that's what we're looking for, is we want the most relevant influencers for your product. We'll get an affiliate tracking software installed for you so that you can then track the sales and the success of each given campaign. You can even offer commission if you'd like, or you can do a separate type of opportunity where we're doing some pay per post and some commission. Of course, the nice thing about commission is that there's no money out of pocket from you up front, so that's a nice thing as well. And it can often be a nice thing to run in tandem with your influencer marketing campaign, where micro influencers, they do like to be paid up front. We're not going to have to break the bank on them, as I mentioned, but they will appreciate some money up front So they're a nice way to scale our campaign, whereas our commission offer, our affiliate program, probably something that you may be doing already. And by the way, if you are, we can also just use the tracking links provided in that product. So there's no reason to have to go get an extra app here for the tracking if we don't have to, but we can get this commission and the pay-per-post opportunity running in parallel and get some traffic to your website and not have to shell out lots of money to Google and Facebook directly for low returns. Instead, we can save our money, give a little bit to influencers in return for a lot in return. So now I'm going to turn things over, and I would like to hear from you. Below this video, can you leave me a comment and let me know what your work to date has been with affiliates and influencers? So if you've got an affiliate program, let me know what you're currently offering. If you've done some stuff with influencers, I'd love to know what you're currently offering them.